Hello, everybody. Good night. Good night. How is everybody doing?
Good
Bless up
morning. Good morning.
yourself.
Hi.
Happy, what you call it? Post Christmas, no, post Thanksgiving.
It's, it's, it's happy belated
Happy
Thanksgiving.
belated. Lord God, I couldn't find the words. Thank you, Davian. Happy belated Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's good and you guys had a wonderful and mouth-watering Thanksgiving with
Belly
family
full as well. Belly full is another
and
adjective.
belly full and
Yeah,
thankful. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So we are here with you once again with another business chat. I'm here with my wonderful business partners, Christina and Davian, and of course, I am the one and only Jody. We're gonna just do a short introduction of ourselves for those of you who are watching for the first time. Since if you don't know who we are, and then we will get right into our discussion. All right. So, my name is Jody Barnayard. Came to the United States 2010, and I am a part of this wonderful online business. I've been doing this business for 3 years now, and it has retired me at 35 from the healthcare industry, right? And that is like a dream come true for a lot of people to say that they can retire at 35 from an online business. Not many people can say that. But I took the leap of faith and decided that I knew that I deserve better, a life of financial freedom and flexibility. But to do that in this day and age with an online business seemed very what you call it now, unusual and not possible. But here I am today, right? And I'm gonna turn it over to Christina and then Davian will introduce himself as well.
Throw it to
Mhm.
Davian first.
Oh,
I try
Davian,
stream it.
yes. All
All
right.
right.
Go ahead, Davian.
Good night, everybody, or good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Just like Jody said, born a yard, come here 2013, 3 years after Jody did. Come here, start a family, work. Like everybody come, come and do them thing, work, start family and everything. But after a couple of years of working and doing your thing, you realize things are really at work like how you ideally want them to work, or you want a little more extra or something. It's like me just realize that me I work too much, I'm not spending enough time with my family. So it's like me I look for something where if we can earn without having to go work all the time or whatever not. You have kids, you have young kids that grew up, you get to see them, but you know really I get to spend all that quality time with them. You just feel like you have a gap or a space you have to fill. I know me see this online business. Actually, Jody was the one who I saw talking about this thing, and me say me at least try it out, because as I said, I need something additional to help out with what I do. Try this thing out. I mean, never ever look back. It was one of the best decisions me ever make. Honestly, and wish me to start earlier. But basically, that's my story. Come start work. I spend too much time at work, not spend the time with family. And if you can make the money there, so you don't have to go work all that much. Try this online business. Never look back. And that's the short term of it. All right, Christina, ready?
Awesome,
Oh,
Davian.
you made it very short.
As
Nice.
I
Short
said,
and spicy.
short and spicy.
Short and spicy.
Oh, Lord. Good night, everybody. I am Christina Shaw. I am a teacher by profession, born and grew a Yardie. Here in the United States, this is my fourth year here as an international teacher. Um, Pretty much, you know, frustrated at home with working conditions, toxic working condition, paycheck to paycheck living. And so I decided, try something new. And so I came up on a program. But always had this picture in your head. So when you come a foreign, things just shiny and nice over here because it just always appear that way from people who have been here before. And so I had this entire picture in my head of what probably life would be. But when we come and realize that, listen, when you visit for the summer holiday and you actually come to live, it's two different things. Because when you visit,
Mhm.
you're a visitor, you're not a bills are pay, you're not an expense by you. But when you come to live now, rent start hit you the right way. All of the bills then start hit you the right way and realize, so listen, very quickly you end up back into that paycheck to paycheck cycle. Just going to work, making the money, paying the bills, and that's it. gone all over again. And so my husband and I realized that, listen, something have to change. We can't continue like this because we never come a foreign face still a live like how we da live at Jamaica. We came for a better life. And so in order to achieve that better life, one stream of income just now go cut it. So that's how we ended up seeing this online business on Facebook, right? Just up on Facebook, we see it. And of course, I reached out to Jody and I got my business started. Fast forward to now, one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. No regret. The only regret me have is to me never find this sooner. That's the only thing. But yeah, and going forward, it's bigger, better things in the making. Yep. Muted.
Sorry. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Bigger and better. Listen, I always hear people say, and one thing we can all agree on, we wish we saw this opportunity sooner, only because we see the potential of it. But timing is everything. We always can make up for lost time, because once you make a decision to get to from point A to point B, that's you're making progress, right? You're taking a step for change. You realize that you want change and you deserve a change and you're taking action. That's a huge difference that you took that step, right? So the topics for tonight are based on 2026, the change that you need for the new year, right? Every year we decide, we have New Year's resolution. Some people want to go to the gym, whatever it is, okay? But you need for actually make the decision now, for actually take that leap of faith and make concrete decisions for change your life, like change your circumstances for the better. And I mean holistically, your circumstance that will help you and benefit you holistically. And we are here to help you to make that decision. We are here to light a fire on your behind to help you for get going with these decisions, right? Yeah, we are here to help spark that fire. So what the topic them for tonight, guys?
So the first question, and really this question is for the audience really, and we're going to expand on it, all three of us. But for people watching, this is a time for you to do some reflection, right? Especially if you're not in this business yet, right? If you're looking for something, searching for something, praying for something, and I hope that something will change for 2026. This question is for you, right? Is it that you're going to stay there and start 2026 still stuck, still broke, still a struggle, still sick and tired and in the rat race? Do you plan to start 2026 in the same position of where you were when you just started 2025? So that is the question, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, so I want to hear from, I want to know who's here. So if you're watching us tonight, drop in the chat where you are watching us from. We would like to have some engagement. I know there's people that are always watching, always tuning in, wanting to hear, what we're talking about. So we want to hear from someone tonight. I'm not gonna really putting up on the spot, but we don't just like to know, where are you watching us from? Okay. And let's, in the meantime, we're diving into the topic. So are you starting 2026 still stuck, still broke, still struggling, still sick and tired of the rat race? What is, what are the, for you to 2026 is right around the corner, right? And realistically speaking, if you realize that you're in a position right now where you're not earning enough, you do the overtime, you do the long hours, and you realize that it's not working out, no matter what, you pick up the extra shift, you work the 2 jobs, right? It is very important for you to understand that you need a change, and if you don't take the leap of faith to change your position, try something different, nothing is going to change. And we
Mhm.
always talk about this because we were in your position. There's a lot of people in here that have been struggling. Them have debt, piles up, pile up, pile up, pile up on debt, right? Working long hours so till them exhausted. Some people end up get sick because of exhaustion, right? And it is not something normal for us to be doing. It look normal. Society has taught us that it is normal for us to be working 2 to 3 jobs. It really isn't. Remember the lilies of the field, where in the Bible, the great book, them say, oh, them toil and spin not. I love that reference. We're really not supposed to toil and spin. You're really supposed to live a life of freedom and ease. And it doesn't mean that you're lazy. And you don't have to scam people for live them life there. You don't even have to bother people for live them life there. Right? That is this online business that we want to introduce to you. Get out of the rat race, right? Get out of the 9 to 5 grind. You can still do this business and still have your 9 to 5, right? But you will have something working for you in the back that will take you out of that rat race. And that is what all of us are doing. Because at the end of the day, you cannot work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life, much less 40, 50, 60 years old. Eventually, you're going to feel so exhausted. Your body can't hold up no longer. And you don't want to start something too late. When I say too late, when you reach a certain stage in life, your mental faculty, sometimes you have this feeling where you feel like you can't bother. Not that you can't do it at a certain age, but it's always good to do things when you can now. Make hay while the sun shines. Don't put off for tomorrow what you can do for today. My mother always tell me that, right? So I am encouraging you. If you have been seeing us talking about this online business for day in and day out, it's not by chance, it's not a coincidence. If you have that feeling inside of that you know you need a change, put skepticism and fear aside. As I say, hold fear and skepticism by the hand and say, come, we are going to walk in a 2026 together, right? Don't make fear see up on the other side and say, yeah, you're not gonna win because me no know what gonna happen. Me no know if me start this online business, if it gonna work out for me. What if it does? What if it does? Think differently. What if it does? Think about all the things that you have been telling yourself and you're afraid to do. What if it worked for you? You could end in a one different situation right now already. Look at all the people who have tried things and it worked for them and they have failed. Because them refuse to make fear tell them say it not gonna work. Fear is just that side of you that is trying to protect you based on your thoughts. But it's not true because it has no evidence to back it up, right? So whole fear, whole doubt, carry everybody in a 2026 video and start with faith.
Yeah, may I unfriend them. You can bring them with you. May I unfriend them.
Listen, whatever you need to do, however you need to do, cross over 2026 on a different page, a new leaf.
Cut them right off.
You know, and as you mentioned all of this, you know, I reflect on this time last year.
Oh
Because at
gosh,
this time
not
last year, I
not to
reached
cut
out
you.
to you,
That's
you know,
that's what I was
Jody.
going to say. But you can say it. Go ahead. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. It was this time
That's what I
last
was
year
going to
that I
say. Yeah.
reached out
Mhm.
to Jody and said, listen, I'm interested. This time last year. And then by early December, I was up and running. And so this time of the year bring much reflection on the journey and the 1 year of being in business and what the entire experience has been like. But before I even touch on what the experience have looked like, I saw this opportunity 1 year before that. Can you imagine, guys?
So
And
that are
so
2 years, call it.
exactly. Carly said
2 years.
2 years because in December of 2023, that's when I first saw this business opportunity. And skeptical, afraid, because earlier 2023 I was scammed. And so I was very afraid of taking on the opportunity when we see it December 2023. And so, guys, you know what I did, which me regret? Sit down and spend 1 year I wait and I watch the opportunity before me start last year, right? I spent
Mm.
1 whole year waste, 1 whole year I watch the opportunity, wondering if them people are real. I wonder if it's a scam or if it really legit, right? And so I spent a year stuck. Can you imagine if I had jumped in and kicked things off from 2023 and compare where I probably would have been now, right? Had I gotten started at that time. But nonetheless, nothing happened before its time. So that's how I look at it, right? God timing was December 2024. So we're working with it. But just to say to somebody who has been watching an opportunity and I wonder and I wait for so long and you're making the time pass, right? The time will pass anyway, you know. Are you just going to just let it pass and not do anything, or are you going to take a step, take your first step into the journey of 1,000 miles, right? Are you just going to stay there stuck and I wonder if it real, if it can work for you, if it's working for so many of us? Our community is over 260,000 and growing every day. And if it's working for all of us, then it can work for you. And if it will work for we as Yadi living here in the United States, it can work for you too, right?
Mhm.
Um, so as I reflect on this journey, this 1 year journey, listen, guys, I think all of we coming at the opportunity for the money. That's the main reason why people coming at this thing here for the money. But when you come in here, you realize that it's so much more than the money. And it's so much bigger. You're coming here for yourself and to help your family, but you realize that it's so much bigger than you. It's so much bigger than me. The
Yeah.
impact and everything that has to do with this business, it is so much bigger than just us. Right. So even though we come in for our own purposes or our own reasons, when you come and realize the community and what the value of what you have, then you realize, say, listen, it's way bigger than you or what you thought you came in it for, right? So my encouragement, don't sit down there and stay stuck in 2020. You're gonna do 2025 the same 2026 the same way you do 2025. Just don't do anything. Just sit down and watch us. Take the first step in 2026 and change it, because nothing changes if nothing changes. All
Yes.
right. Let me jump and hand it over to Davian.
All right. Similar to what Christina just said. The question was, whether or not you're going to go into 2026, still broke, still, working hand to mouth and all of stuff. I look back at myself around this time last year. That's when I really, as I said, sit and reflect on, the year that's ending, and the year about to begin. And that year last year, and I was like, I really worked enough that year, and I really worked a lot. Truth is, I wasn't home that much, but I was kind of proud of the fact that I was working so hard, still make ends meet and stuff. Kind of have a family for support, and I was, it was good, but then you really think about it, and you think 5, 10 years down the line, and when you really think about it, you say, but it's not sustainable. Like, one, may I get older, 10 years from now, me not gonna be as strong as me right now. Me not gonna can work as hard as me I work right now. And in terms of the amount of work I'm doing, I can do this or sustain this for that period of time. So like, you have to think ahead, you can't wait till things happen before you look at solution feet right there and then. Like you have to kind of at least plan ahead a little bit. Can't wait till something bad happens for you to try find a solution right there and then. Given some situations you can't, plan for, but something like this is something that you have the opportunity right now to like put yourself in my shoe, like, and think towards the future, think for not just for you, for your family, think for down the line. And for me, as I said, I was saying I need to find a way to make this money or similar money, or whatever it is, without me having to be away for so long or be working this hard. And I mean, I've been seeing the opportunity online, well, being advertised a couple times, but Um, maybe I didn't reach that moment where I had this. Okay, you need to find something else. Because really and truly, everybody busy, nobody live their life. They might do what they need for to get by. Sometimes you need something but you don't know, so you need it yet. You have to get to the point where you realize, say, that I do need this. So it's just a thing where it's not that I didn't see it, but it just never hit me. So then when it finally hit me now, then it was this moment, like you get to realize that yes, that's something you probably can use to fix this thing where I think about for the future and whatnot. So then, I not to say I gave in, but I mean, I reach out and when after I reach out, I realized that this is something that really and truly is not just like a one hit thing. Like you go in and boom. No, it's something that you can do for basically the rest of your life. As Jody said, she's been here 3 years now. We have people who've been here 8, 7, whatever period amount of time from when we started. So then me I say, but this is exactly me I look for. Like me not look for nothing where I just like a one hit, you get a little one money year and then boom, it explode or gone. No, me I look for something where me can do now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. So I said this are basically my retirement plan in a sense. So I say one, me I can reduce my hours of work and still make money. And at the same time, me not kill off myself, me can still work and work less, but me can still earn. So it was like a complete no-brainer. So the point what I try to make is just to wrap this all up is a matter of how you look at the whole situation, like think about the future. The year almost done. We do whatever we did this year. Some things work, some things didn't work. A whole new year start next year is a whole new opportunity to start something or try something. So just think along those lines. It's not just me. All the way get old. No matter what you think about it, all the way get old. Nobody now can work like this all along. So don't get stuck in a situation where you just work and kill off yourself. There are ways here to plan for your future, to make things work without you having to be absent from your family or work 16-hour days or something there. And so again, I'm just saying, look at 2026 and the future within that light. And yeah, I mean, from there, if you want more information or whatever, just link with. But that's my piece. I'm done.
Yeah. You said a lot of good things, Davian, and it's so coincidental that all of us share the same anniversary for starting this business.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, roughly. 3 years for me this month. Christina, 1 year for you this month. Davian, this month too, right?
I mean, it was this month I really started the whole thing, but like in terms of when I officially got you get my official thing is that
December.
was like no early January.
Okay.
Oh,
Early
mine.
January, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
early
Yeah, mine
January.
was December.
Early January.
Okay, November.
So November, December, January period, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I go. I think I did my coaching call November.
I did mine December.
Ah.
If you remember, it was New Year's Eve. I don't know if you remember. It was New Year's Eve. I did it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you were talking. Yeah, I remember. Some things in life you never forget. I remember that was New Year's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yep.
So I feel like for all of us, we kind of did probably the same topics that we were talking about, we resonate with it. It's a new year and we wanted a change and we just tired of the same situation. Some people, I've heard people say in this business that they start this business as a gift to themselves.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
Starting the new year. I mean, you're gonna benefit from it, and others, you are gonna benefit from it for sure. You know. So yeah. What's the next?
Yeah, I looked at it and just I thought that this is the end of a year, and I don't want to start a brand new year the same way how I would have done previously. I wanted something different for the new year, and it is normally that time of resolution. But you know what I noticed about resolution, a lot of people make resolution and they stick with it for the first month, and then after that, then forget about it, right? But when you do something and you invest in something, this is not just a resolution. This is a plan of action.
it's
Yes.
a life change. It's a
Yeah.
step in it's a life change in your life. That's it.
It
So to
is.
Yeah,
me.
Yes.
this is not just a resolution and they just go back out 1 month after or couple weeks after, right? This is a journey I go on now, a marathon, right? Um, to really give you what you want, to give you that change where you want, as Davian says, a life change, right?
It
A
is.
lifestyle change, a life change, whichever way you want to look at it, right? You are going into something to transform what you have been going through your entire life, your journey. And that is how I looked at it. Like me, I going at 2025, I don't want to go in the same way. Something have to
Yeah.
change, right? And
Something has.
something did change, not just about the income, but my entire mindset, my growth, my confidence, whole heap of things changed about me within that 1 year. And even as I was doing a live earlier today, I may reflect on it and I said, whoa, the person where I am now, the wisdom, the knowledge, everything when me gain in a just 1 year of being in the right place at the right time. Look on the transformation, look at the growth. Um, it's phenomenal. It's
Yeah.
just phenomenal and it's mind blowing.
Yes. Yes. I agree. And I want to talk to those who are watching. Give up on the thought of someday. Give up on the thought of I will. I'ma soon do it. Or I'ma soon
Mhm.
come. Or it a gonna happen. Some people are wait for something for happen for actually help them for like a for make the decision. For actually take action. You understand? That not upon the calendar. You have to actually do something. You have to physically take part in a wanting to change your life.
They
You
say to
have to.
change your one day to day one.
Yes. Take
Yeah.
the first step.
Yeah.
You're not going to get everything that you want in that first step. You may not get everything what you want in that first week, that first month, but at least you are somewhere better than where you were when you started. That is the most important thing. And people have to realize that you have to take some form of action and take the step. Step becomes couple steps, and it builds the momentum and it takes you to where you want to be. As Christina said, it's a journey, is a marathon, right? Which marathon you rather do? You rather do the 40-year one where you're up on the 95, or you rather do the one where you build your legacy, you build something for yourself, you're on your way to freedom. And you have to have self-belief and believe that you can. Enough of saying this might be a scam. Enough of saying I don't think I can because of my age, because of my background, whatever it is. Because you already have set up yourself for something not working out for you because of your belief. You understand what I'm saying? You have to believe in yourself and know that you can do it. Of course, after you find out what it is that you need to do to start this business, even if you need money to start the business and you don't have it, it not mean say you can't start. Right? Remember, say you have to have the plan first before the resource coming. Or you have to find out how much me need to start this business. All right, me go work on it. Right? You have it in the back of your mind. The resource are gonna come because you're thinking to yourself, okay, this is my thought. I put it on paper, meaning I took action, find out what the business is about, how much me need to start, and then the resource you're frightened for no so the money come. But if you don't know how much money you need for start, God not gonna send it. God not gonna put it in you because you don't have a plan. What's the plan? You want the money where you want the money for do. People are too money driven and don't have a plan. And that's why you're getting any money. People wonder why they don't have they not getting rich. Why people when them win the lottery, them the money gone down the drain, it finished quick. They didn't have a plan. You want money to do what? We want the money for do. I can
Yeah,
go.
that is true. That is true. And then, as you say that, the truth of it is, you see, anytime we put off something and say, all right, me gonna do it 1 month from now, me gonna do it next month, me gonna do it January, or me gonna do it February. Life have a way of lifing. And you see, when
Yeah.
January come, something gonna come up.
Oh yes.
And when February come, something gonna come up. some emergency will take place, and where you did a plan for do January, you can't do it again. And you keep pushing it back until you never get it done. And that did happen to me. When I first saw this opportunity, me tell the young lady, say, April, me go do it. April, when at a tax time, and you know you get a tax refund and them something. Me tell her, say, April, me go do it. You see, by the time April come, life was lifing, and
Oh yeah.
different things were happening. And I couldn't do it.
Mhm.
Understand? And it ended up so the whole year passed. And then when it got down to November, December, and I saw that I was in the same situation, I was like, but this don't make no sense. So right now, me just gotta take the first step. Whether or not me can find the money, God, I gonna make a way. And he
Just like
did.
kick the can down your road.
Yes.
He did. And I looked at it and I was like, but this was where I was last year. And if I had taken this leap last year and just step out, God would have made the provision for me same way. But me sit down there skeptical and afraid.
Yes. And you know another thing to Christina, and I hear this a lot, and that's okay. I'm just may I rap with you, because sometimes some people need to hear it from other people. If
Mhm.
you need to take out a loan for start for investing in yourself, do it. If you
It.
can take out loans and credit cards to buy cars, purchase homes, but you're gonna kill up
Or go
yourself.
party.
Or then if them take out loan for that party and credit card, I wish for them I go. Listen, if you can do that for things that you appreciate or that you're killing up yourself to work,
Liabilities.
yeah, exactly. Then if you do that for start one business and the business turnover and can pay off for the loan and the house and the car and so many other things, which one make more sense? Which
But look
one is
here,
better?
all of
As
the
much as it,
millionaire them, all of the millionaire them and the billionaire them. You think them did have money when they must start?
Yeah,
Alone, all of them take out a loan. Every single one of them take out a loan. And even now, the people who are rich, if they're investing in a new business, then don't use their own money. They make the
exactly.
loan turn
What
over
I was
for
gonna
them.
say.
They are using a loan. But you see, financial education is important and they not teach that in a school.
No, they're not. They're not. Investing in yourself and willing to take the chance. Listen, the doors that will open for you are answers that you will ask for, but you have to pay attention to them. If you can get a loan for start a business, why not? Why
Yeah.
not? That is an opportunity. That is a way for actually turn over the money and can pay for the loan and then retire yourself 35, 40. Willing to take out the loan, and you're looking at your credit score and all. That's why that's why if you have good credit score, if you have good credit score, take out the loan. All if you not have good credit score, go for the loan, go for the credit card. You're surprised how you will get it. Start the business, invest in yourself, right?
100%.
Make we go to the next topic because I want to.
Okay, so the next one says, what happens if you keep doing the same thing?
We kind of
And
answered
this is
some of it
pretty
a while
much,
ago.
yeah, we pretty much touch on it because guess what, guys? If you keep doing the same thing, then you keep getting the same result. And they say that is the definition for insanity, right? When you keep doing the same thing over and over and you're still getting the same result and you still do it, right? You're gonna remain stuck. You're gonna remain broke. You're gonna remain struggling. If you decide that, listen, you're not gonna make a change. You're just gonna sit down and watch, or you're just gonna complain about the situation and don't do anything. 'Cause a lot of us we love to complain. We complain everything but we job, everything but we supervisor and we co-worker them, and everything we not go right? But what are you doing about it? What steps are you taking to exit that workplace, right? I remember as I was saying in my introduction that my environment in Jamaica had gotten so toxic, my working environment, right? Principal being vindictive and all of these things, right? And there was just a heavy, me used to bawl on the way to going to work. I never want to go work. I used to cry. You
Me
understand?
too.
And
Me too.
so, yeah. And so I got in a spot where, listen, things had to change. Me did have to make one change. It never makes sense. Me just complain every day, complain to my husband, and then nothing not change. Me not do anything to change it, right? I was never foreign minded. I never have any intention to come a foreign come live. Me always just want to come visit, shop, and go back.
It is
Until I got
foreign-minded.
in a spot where I needed a environmental change. I needed a different shift. Me needed something different. And so that it drove me to a point where me say, guess what? Sick for change, Me can't stay here so no longer. Me can't do one more year right so. Right?
Mm.
And so that is how I made the shift. And I left my children. Then time my daughter just 2 year old. I left my daughter, I left my husband a yard and my son. And I came up here all by myself. I may fight out 1 year by myself because something have to if you want change, you have to get uncomfortable and make the change. Is it just a stay stuck? Me just a stay stuck in an environment I complain every day, so?
That
But the
is
people them,
true.
you have to make a change.
That is true. My piece on this would be simple, scientific. When you look upon it, the some of the most prominent structures around us, the big tree them, the big mountains them, whatever it is, over time, all of them change. Everything changes over time. So why you in yourself feel like you must just stay the same? It's
Mm.
very simple. That's all I have to say. Let's think about it like that. Short and spicy.
Yeah. And it's when you get uncomfortable, that's when you change the most,
That's
It's
it.
in a one spot and you're comfortable, there's no growth, there's no
True.
elevation, have different dimensions to you. You just stay the same, you do the same thing over and over, and that breed miserableness, that breed
Yep.
stagnant water breed. When
Mm-hmm.
stagnant,
Mosquito.
yeah, you're just stagnant and you're not elevate and you're not going for you. And oh my God,
Yep.
elevate yourself. Come amongst
Yeah.
people who are growing and thriving. If you're amongst people who are elevating themselves, that becomes your ceiling, right? That becomes a way for you to can mark up yourself and say, you know what? I want to be like so and so. I want if you can do this and if you can do that. And this is one of the reasons why our people, our Caribbean people, this is one of the reasons why when we are doing something like this and we are a part of something like this, they find it very hard to probably trust and wanting to take that chance because they're not used to being among or seeing them very own kind of people. We used to seeing the Caucasians, we used to seeing the Chinese and other nationalities and other, ethnic groups elevating themselves. But what about our own people? What
Yeah.
about we? What about you that are watching? We're not different from them, possibly only because of the mindset and the drive where they have and the hunger they have for do something different and for can elevate and for can expand and for can evolve and stuff like that. Some people are just very comfortable with just grinding, going to work, coming back home, paycheck to paycheck lifestyle, not knowing that there is so much more that they can do. And it all depends on how you view yourself and your
Yes.
situation. It not have nothing to do with how much money you have in your pocket. It not have nothing to do with that. Because every single billionaire, them when it started with the dream. And then them put the dream on paper. And then they go out there and pitch the dream or put the dream to somebody who them hope for believing in them for investing in them. Or in a case like this now where you need to invest in yourself to start the business, that are the only step you need for take. That are the only step you need to take. Someone we are wait upon the money. The money now go come. I always go back to this, because I realize that for me, in my opinion, this is probably the number one reason why people don't take the leap of faith. Because them feel like say they don't have the money. Just find out what it is that you need to start. Just do that. Take the leap of faith. Take that leap of faith
And
and find out.
yeah. And then, as you touch on that point,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that using the excuse of not having the money to get started is just that, just an excuse. Because even in our business opportunity, they go to the extent of financing you, of offering financing to get your
As
business
a-
started. So why
yeah,
your excuse? Because me don't know which business opportunity out there I give you the money if you start the same business. Me not know of no other one. You understand?
you
Talk
know?
it truth. Which other one you know about? So you not have no excuse why you can't do it.
Yeah, yeah. And I have a few, and another thing too. Our what you call it, registration fee, or the fee that you pay to come in to get the information on the business, is 149, right? We do not explain to you what the financial what the investment options are. And a lot of people would say this: why is it that you don't tell we how much we need for start, and you just mention the 149? Listen, honest to God, we're not lying to you or saying 149 is all you need to start. But if we did line out the financial options to you, and we not tell you what it is for or how the business work, and we just tell you how much you need for start, before you can even catch the vision of the business and how it can work for you, you just want to see how much you need for pay, and you're gonna say, you know, me can't afford this. You
And
lose. Yeah, go ahead.
And that is so true, Jody, because a lot of times when we introduce this business to people, the first thing they ask, how much we start, how much we get, how much you have to invest, how much, and then if you really and truly tell them without them having gone through the
Context.
videos, gone
Context.
through
Context.
the products
Yeah,
and everything, to see the value that you are paying for. If you not understand and see the value, then you just go run down and say, no, so that's not too much money, me not, and you're gone, without even giving it a second look,
Yeah.
or even giving it a chance to listen to the information, listen to the breakdown, listen to the options that you have, right? And the different partner companies that we have and everything. Without doing all of that, and you just hear the price, you're not gonna come in,
yeah.
because that is, yeah, you're not gonna come. So it is a strategy that we're using. We're informing you. We're giving you all the information first, and then we tell you the cost for it. And this is not something that is a new strategy. A lot of business places that you go in, that is the structure that they have. They tell you about the features of the product and everything before they tell you the price. Because if you hear the price first, you run gone.
And then if you hear the price, you gonna say, so what me get for the price?
You
You gonna
understand?
ask the question that we're answering when you come in to get the breakdown.
Exactly.
This business is not about just taking your money and you just why you need to invest this amount, what it is that you're going to be doing, and all of these other things. That's, and the 149 you pay because we want to know how serious you are. When you
Mhm.
put on your money, you know you're serious. You pay the 149, you're serious. So it's all your hand and
Yeah,
carry you.
it's
Okay,
a
all right.
consultation fee.
Exactly. Which is refundable if you decide not to do the business. But I have realized that some people, one and two, because trust me, no, don't get us wrong, viewers. There's a lot of people that do take the leap of faith. Of course, a business of over 250,000. A lot of people do come in, pay the 149, understand the structure and everything, and invest. Don't get me wrong. We are talking to people now who are on the other side, or people who have done pay the 149. Some people pay the 149, and as soon as they watch the video, they request the refund. Why? Because they see the investment amount. 149 cannot start a business. You don't want to start a business with $149. I mean, even know what that gonna do for you. That's not a business. I don't know $149 where you pay for bag and shoes and whatever. That's no business. Do you understand? Real business requires investment.
Yeah.
You're putting in to get out. You understand? You're investing in resources, in knowledge, in a community, and this is a lifetime. This is a one-time investment, and it's a lifetime. You understand? And the best money me ever spent, best money I've ever spent on my life. And look at me now. I am so transformed. I can't even explain to you in words. I can only my emotions,
Yeah.
how I have changed, or everything around me change, or how me I impact other people. I really well this in our freedom. Don't limit yourself and box yourself in and just think about all the money. Money is a promissory note. It will come to you with the promise that you will release it and it will turn over. in good
Yep.
faith, and then it
Yep.
will come even more. The more you hold on to money, baby, let me tell you, the more money will run away from
Yep.
you.
Tight fist. Bible talk about that.
Yeah, you ever, yeah, so you know some people out there with tight fist, then watch every cent.
Yeah.
Then watch all them spend. I mean, you can't spend smart, but some
Smart,
people are
right.
just tight with the money, and you wonder how they can't get no richer.
Mhm.
Then tight with everything where they spend, but then just can't get no richer. All come because it's how
Yeah.
you think about money, your actions. So if you're not willing to let money go in good faith, knowing that it will return to you, trust me, you're gonna just
Mhm.
stagnant and stay broke for the rest of your life. Rich people know them confide in a money and them trust that when them let it go, it will come back because
Yeah.
that's money, it's energy, that's how it works. So trust and believe and know that if you're investing in a business, in our business, we can't speak for no other business, it will turn over. Trust and
Yeah.
believe that.
And it's not a get rich quick scheme. You're not gonna
Yeah.
come in here and money just drop in your lap. So if you're looking
Yes.
for that, then this is not the right opportunity for you, right? This is an opportunity where you'll have to put some effort in. You're gonna show up. It's very flexible, very convenient, right? You make your schedule pretty much. Your working hours. You work where you want, when you want, from anywhere in the world that you want, as long as you have internet, right?
Mhm.
Um, and so you'll get that flexibility and that accessibility and that every as it relates to that. But you still have to put in some effort. You still have to invest some time because you're not just come in here and say, okay, Mr. Sign up for that business and money just dropping in your lap. So I don't know no way for that happen. If you know anywhere where that happen, tell me about it.
We
Um,
will help. We are here to help you. We are here to guide you. You know, this business is so flexible. You do it whatever time of the day that you have, and you have so much help, so much resources. There's
yep.
so much things that we have to help somebody to elevate and grow and make real wealth in here. There's no excuse that anybody have when them come in here, really and truly, because we're so overwhelmed in a good way with all of the information where you don't need to excel. Trust me, I'm telling you the truth. Most of the,
And
yeah,
yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
It's all about the mindset when you come in here. Just believing and knowing that you can do it. It's always all about the mindset. It's never a matter of if you have what you need. It's just you understanding and believing that yes, you can do it. And we are right there with you. We are
And
right
then
there
all
with
right. So here now, as you touch on mindset, this came to me, Jody, that you see, and we can talk to you all night about changing your mindset. But you see, if your environment and your circle not change, a hardest thing that will change your mindset. Because if you're
you.
still in a environment that is always negative, that is always pushing negativity, and you're just always surrounded by negative Ned and negative Nancy, it is going to be so difficult for your mindset to change. Right? Because you're gonna always have them little people in your ears that whisper where tell us say, nah, go work, man. A foolishness that, that's a waste of money, right? You go always have somebody where tell us say, no, sir, me not think if you do that, me not think a good investment that. Me not think if you do them online, something there, all of them something there with the online a scam, right? If you are always in an environment like that, then you are never gonna get very far. So for 2026, consider changing your circle, change your environment. If you're not surround yourself with people that are pushing you forward, that are helping you to elevate, we're going to cheer you on, right? And give you some constructive criticism, then you're not in the right circle. And if you're in our circle where you're the smartest person in a circle, then no growth, no data for you. Because there's nobody for you to look up to. There's nobody for you to grow from, right? You need to change the circle. Get in our circle with people that are above you so you can learn something. So them can help to motivate and push you and steer you into a growth direction for
Yes.
2026. So it's all good and well for us to tell you change your mindset, but you see, if your circle not change your environment, that is one of the most almost impossible things to do. Change your mindset and stay stuck in our toxic or negative circle or environment.
Yeah, and you can do it a step at a time. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you're not comfortable with cutting people off, and we're not telling you to cut people off, but sometimes you can disassociate yourself with people who are not helping you or elevating you or speaking life around you. You can counteract it by speaking life around them, always being positive and saying good things, right? Keeping that energy positive. And then we realize, say, you change, and then we start for change too, right? Or if you're doing something, you decide to elevate yourself by starting an online business, you don't need to make them know. You don't need to tell them, right? If you know so them are the negative Nancy, them not encourage you, them not gonna have nothing good for say, just keep it to yourself. That's another thing. You don't have to tell them everything that you are doing, right? This is one of the game changers where we realize in this business, because once we start for knock heads with each other in the business, and there's so many of us in here, same kind of mindset, same kind of thinking, we're going in the right direction, that acts as a push.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it helps to get you to where you need to go faster. You'll be surprised how it's not just money alone can help to
Mhm,
elevate
mhm,
you. Money is
mhm.
just one tool.
Yes.
It's just a tool. It's a tool to help you to get to where you want to be and what you need. But trust me, everything else have to do with it. And this is why a lot of people, as I say, they some people are run forget the money, and the money don't come, because there's a lot of things that you have to do before the money come. A lot of things where you need for clean up, a lot of changes. And it can start for you by just doing some research and getting into a community that can help you, right?
Yeah.
Getting to knock heads with people who are going somewhere or who want to elevate themselves. We read a lot of books in here, right, Christina? We read books
Only.
in here. Whole heap of book. You can read a book about financial wealth, or mindset and healthy habits, something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Something have to change for 2026.
Agreed.
And then the thing is, the community that we have here in this business opportunity. I mean, yes, so when I can have when I compare it to a 9 to 5, and that's why a lot of times we're so miserable on the 9 to 5, because the 9 to 5 feel like a competition. It's like you just as I compete with somebody, and the one you tear down the one you because they want recognition from the boss, and it's just always something in the workplace. But in a community where if you're not show up for 1 2 day or somebody see say you're out, then can check in and say, boy, you all right?
Yeah,
Everything good with you? Or if you're feeling some type of way, you'll feel low in a spirit or you feel low in a faith or whatever, there's somebody we can reach out to and say, say, this is how I'm feeling. What is your experience? What kind of advice you can give me? How you can help me? Because there are so many people with a story that is so much similar to yours. They
yes,
have walked the road before you, and so they know how to help you. And then I hesitate for helping here, right?
yeah,
Nobody is hesitating to help you. Nobody's hesitating to share their story to help inspire you and motivate you and give you strategies and ways how you can move forward, right? It's not like the 9 to 5 where they always I try hold you down, then always I try um pretty much I just keep you in the dark. Then I highlight you and tell you of ways how you can elevate and ways how you can get better, right? They keep that as a secret, right? This is so much different. It's like the complete opposite of your 9 to 5. Where else are you gonna find a community that is really they're not even benefit from helping you, but they still help you
yes. They benefit in the spiritual, in
in the
that.
spiritual, right?
Yeah,
Right, they
yeah,
do.
yeah. But I mean, I'm telling you, it's crazy. You just have to come in for kind of understand. You have to put your foot in, and you
Mm-hmm.
won't know if you're up on the other side. That's just how it is. God said, feast at the master's table. Then if you not come and sit down at the table and take up your knife and fork and start for cut the food and put it in your mouth, you're not gonna know how good it is to be at the table. You're there at the doorway, a peeping. I wonder,
Mm-hmm.
If room is there for you, there's a
Yep.
seat here waiting for you. Come on in. Come on in. Um, me just like a look on some of the
Next
chat.
question.
Yes,
Oh,
and
the
move on
chat.
to yes,
Next
move on to the
question
again.
is what would freedom look like for you in 2026? And we are pretty much gonna answer this ourselves. But if you are watching, picture this, and if you are able to type it in the chat, your response in the chat, then go ahead and share your responses with us.
Yes, we want the
In
audience to
Yeah,
participate.
engage with us. What would freedom look like for you in 2026? When you think about freedom for yourself, what it look like? What do you imagine? What do you visualize? What you picture freedom looking like for you? And we're gonna give our responses, what it looks like for us. And because Davian just did us a sit down look like say Guineas a junk him, we'll go to him first.
Far from, far from, far from. Listen, I was just listening to you, two beautiful people. But for me, right? I mean, I think I actually did a video on my page, and those were the exact word I used. I said, "Freedom for me looks like," and then the video played.
Mm,
So you can check out my Instagram profile for that. Yeah, shameless plug. But for me,
yeah.
time I think is the ultimate currency. You know, like there is nothing else on earth that's as important as time. Money
Mm,
technically is time if you really, really convert it, you
yeah.
know, like really and truly. So for me, freedom is having as much time of or my time as possible. So the more of my time I have or I control, that is freedom to me. So for me, going into 2026, I want as much of my time as possible to do what I want to do whenever I want to do it, wherever I want to do it. So again, freedom for me is just gaining or owning more of my time. So with this business, as I always say, and I guess probably sound like a scratch record or a chorus now, doing this so I can, reduce my hours at work, thereby gaining more time for me to spend with my family. That is one form of it. Another one is doing this business. I earn extra income I can use to spend my time somewhere that I want to spend my time. That's another way you can look at it. And outside of that, time, again, as I said, getting older, working less, gaining more time for myself. So, as I said, it all comes back to owning more of my time and spending that time how I want to spend it. So that's real freedom for me, doing what I want when I want, how I want. So that's it. That's it. Freedom, time freedom. That's it. Because there's nothing more important in the world, no matter who you are. Time is the ultimate currency. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah,
that sounds good.
that's
Um,
that's good, and I
yeah,
agree with that.
time is very valuable. Time is money. When people say time is money, it's real. It's a real talk. And so and so that because and I was saying this earlier on our live that there are people looking for an opportunity, not because they're not being paid well, because there are people that are in good jobs that will make good money, but guess what? They don't have the time. So it's like they might make the money, but they don't have time to really spend the money or enjoy the money because they have to be at work back to back to back to back. And so their family suffering, their marriage suffering, their body suffering, all of that. So they're losing so many. Them are gain the money, Them have the financial freedom what they want, They can go buy anything they want, but they are losing on all the other things. And so time, they must search for time freedom. And so you have people like that who are looking for an opportunity that can give them time freedom. If that is you, then this opportunity can give you that, right? So if you are looking for time freedom, you already have made the money, check out this business opportunity because it can give you that time freedom. For me, it is time freedom too. But in addition to that, freedom for me is no more paycheck to paycheck cycle. Understand? It's breaking that cycle, it's breaking generational curses, right? For me, it's no more living for just the weekend, right? Hoping say Friday will come. Friday my best day of the week, right? But when you have that time freedom, then every day of the week are the best day of the week.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
no longer have to live for the weekend, and then living for legacy and not just for profits, or living for legacy and not just for a salary, right? You're building something that is going to be passed on from generations to generations, and not just in your family line, but in all the people that you are impacting, right? Freedom for me is being able to wake up when we don't sleep and not when the phone alarm, right? That is freedom for me, to be able to wake up when we don't sleep. You understand? It's the financial independence. It's a spiritual alignment. It's all of those things coming into existence, the abundance, and not just physical monetary abundance, financial abundance, but abundance in every area of my life, right? Abundance in good health, abundance in whatever is taking place as it relates to opportunities, abundance with my family, abundance just in every area of my life. Freedom for me look like all of those things. And so going into 2025, I'm
6.
embracing that. I'm embracing abundance in the spirit. I'm embracing that financial abundance, every area, opportunity, every area that I can get it in. That's what I'm embracing for 2026. That's freedom for me.
Yeah, yeah. That's I mean, I agree with everything that you guys said. I'm I was thinking about when Christina said Friday, every day feel like Friday. And I was thinking to myself, there's a couple times when I don't remember what day of the week it is, because every day to me is like a vacation.
Yep.
As for somebody who can definitely that be a club, for somebody who not have to get up early. Listen, if me for telling you what time my day start, if me have to telling
I
you what time my day start.
so we gonna say. I'm gonna say something. We go against what I say, but so we say. I'll make a different point. But go.
Okay, so I was to say what time my day start, it would I look lazy. Our parents usually tell we say we have to get up, start the day early.
At
You
the
know,
crack of dawn.
yes. But you
Yeah.
see, you're lucky. We get up out of my bed 10:30, sometime 11. My breakfast time is lunchtime. I don't play with this time freedom thing, because me know say I eat my deserve. And I know this is the life that we are supposed to be living. The
That
lilies,
is
the lilies of the field, they don't toil and spin. And I'm telling you, my freedom is feeling, and I'm gonna get a little bit of technical here. Some people probably are gonna say, "Well, shut up." Bo." My nervous system, I don't have that feeling of not being safe. Meaning, me not feel threatened. Meaning, me not feel like me need to get up and do something for make money. Meaning, I'm not thinking, all right, me need to do this because this need for pay for, this need for do. I don't feel that way anymore, because of my financial and my freedom from this online business. And Christina touched on it, being aligned,
Yeah.
knowing that all my needs are met, knowing that if I think a certain way, I will get the feedback a certain way in my reality, right?
Mhm.
If I think scarcity and lack, that is what I get. And I was taught that as a result of doing this business. People get up every day and the first thing them think about are which bill due and when need for pay, how much money they not have to do this, what they not have to do that. And if you think that way, my God, it's the result that you get throughout the rest of the day is as a result of you thinking that you don't have enough to do this, and that you have to grind, for the whole week, and the paycheck where you gonna get we're done already. Them kind of
Mm.
thinking, them and have them thinking then no more. My life is a fairy tale. I'm telling you this. My life is a fairy tale. And I used to feel guilty about it because I was so caught up in working hard. It took me a while to get into the groove of not having to get up to go to work. When I you see this window behind me? It is a parking lot, and it's a a district area where people work. And me usually every morning me look through the window, me see people are hustle and bustle for go work. And I'm telling you, sometimes I try to look upon these people and me I say, if only you know, so you could have, there's greater in you where you could have, you can change your circumstances. You know, if you hustle and bustle. We were not created to hustle and bustle. But we in the matrix so much, it's hard for some people to get out of it. A lot of people are going to live their life and die that way because they believe that they have to grind every single day. And then I saw it go. I forgot that doesn't have to be your life. I'm telling you. I have some good news that I'm going to share with you guys soon. And it is as a result of my freedom that I have. The freedom that I have, this is something that I never thought I would have been able to have the time to do when I used to live in my patient house and never go home, never have a house for call my own. And I'm now able to do this, and I'm going to share it with you guys in a few weeks. All because I decide to change the way I think. Right? My freedom, in summary, is having the peace of mind to know that all my needs are met. Right? I don't have to worry about no bill. I don't have to worry about nothing, no debt, nothing. Right? That's my freedom. And me I carry it with me in 2026.
No, you can't lift that.
That is year 4, going on to year 4 of doing this online business. Davian, what were you going to piggyback on and say?
I mean, it's just you kind of touch on it where, as you said, initially you felt guilty, like as I said, the thing is we are all kind of programmed to wake up in the morning, go to work. So if it's in a sense where
It's
you
a paradigm
can change that,
you have to change.
yeah, it will kind of feel weird that you can lay down till 10:30 every morning, like something that just feel off. And I mean, I can relate somewhat to when we used to work, we used to get, increase in pay, like overtime or whatnot. Like you get to a point where you have to ask yourself, is this really my new life? Like you have to really go into the fact that this is the new norm, and you're not fair, like live like the old ways. Then when things, that it was just a thing where it's not something where we are programmed to do, to know how to do. We are programmed to wake up early and go work. Some people, I mean, I've heard these stories where some people were like older people though, like they might work for 50 years at one place, then retire, stop go work, 2 months later them dead. Because them routine break. It's like they were so ingrained into doing this thing. The minute it changed, they're gonna know what to do themselves anymore. But
yeah, it's gonna require what we call a paradigm shift, because our backgrounds, our culture, our family traditions, and society in general, schooling,
Yes.
we have been cultured a certain way and programmed, as they say, a certain way. And so when you come into a different lifestyle, one like this, where it's the complete opposite, it requires a paradigm shift, and sometimes it's not really easy because you've learned these habits and these ways of living for years, and you've lived by it for years. So it deeply grounded inside of you. So it's gonna take a time for you to break out of that and change that paradigm. But it's not impossible. Understand?
Yeah, that word programming is a dangerous word. We have been programmed. If you think about it, we move like robot,
Yeah.
So have it on my list for go watch the show The Matrix. It depicts our reality. No, not my reality, but it depicts the reality of how we are in society, programmed for just work, get the paycheck, and it's like we're blindfold. I need to go watch it. There's a lot of references.
Well, at least we all took the red pill.
Which one? You say at least we all took the red pill. The red pill are the one where you wake up.
You wake up and you see where things really is for is, yeah.
Yeah.
The blue pill, you just continue living your life and not really aware of what's going on.
As you guys say that we operate like robots. When I just came here in 2022, when I just come up here and I saw how they had us with the kids at school. It was a culture shock for me. And for the first couple of months, I was like, then I saw them have a picnic them up here like a robot because the children are told they have to be quiet in the hallway all the time and they have to walk on the right side of the hallway all the time in a line and they can't say nothing. Now when they're in the class, they don't want to picnic them to talk unless you ask them one question. And I was like, these kids are robot. It's like they're not allowed to express their creativity and
Yeah.
their thinking. What is it that they're thinking and express themselves and become social beings? I'm like, them how comes they have a pick them like a robot? So it was completely different from how we used to the classroom in Jamaica where Pitney always attack and socialize and because of that you're able to understand what they're thinking and sometimes you can see the creativity and the invention and the innovative and they're so rounded in Jamaica all of them something I'm like they have them like robots here like literal I mean I say it blew me away. It was a culture shock when we come here. And to be honest, that is how the society is at large. Even in Jamaica, that is how it is. It's not so as rigid as up here, but it is the same in the way that we are cultured, our mindset, and how we are programmed to walk and to talk and to do this and to. I'm like, oh gosh. Yep.
That's true. What did I go say? Sorry, me did I type something? Yeah, the programming. We are so cultured to be programmed, and that is a good reference, Christina. If you think about that, being programmed as opposed to being able to express yourself.
Mhm.
That's a very good reference. That's kind of what it is for us in the real world. Not being able to live the life that we want, to express ourselves by actually living. When you're up on the
Yeah.
job, you don't get not for do no form of expression. You do the people them work, you build the people them legacy, then pay a
Yep.
little and nothing for all of your time, all of your effort,
Mhm.
all of your life gone into it, and then that's it. That's the end.
Sometimes you just do some things at work because they just tell you to do it. You not even see the reason why.
Well, like, what that's not living.
You
That's
understand?
modern day slavery.
Yeah, it's like busy. They just do it because until I say that's what you're supposed to do.
That's
That's
what
your
you're
job
supposed to
description,
do.
but you don't really see why, and so on. But yeah, another thing going into 2026, freedom is having options.
That's
Yes,
another way to look at it. Mm-hmm.
you have the
Having
option.
options. Yeah, you have the options. Option to get up and go where you want, when you want. Option to take a day off, to take a vacation. Option for going to the store and buy one handbag where you see her one nice earring. You have so many. It's just
Mm.
options, 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 options. Freedom gives you option. Option where if you go up on a 9 to 5 and them a chat foolishness and them a give you a hard time, you take up your handbag and you walk out. Options.
On that note, right, as you mentioned, freedom having options and stuff. I remember when I just started working, where I'm working currently, when you just start somewhere, you don't want to take no days off, you don't want to do nothing, you don't want to do nothing where I go. Not to make
Upset.
you look bad, but yeah, you just want to come up, make sure you come at work every time work there, keep and all them something. You're sick, you still gotta work, no matter what.
Yep.
But now you get to the point where you realize you have to do this business. I just say you have options. You realize so what if them get upset or whatever? Me can go do something else or whatever. I took
Yeah.
no days
You have
off
a backup
then.
plan.
Yeah, going into 2026, I will tell you I have so much trips plans or basically time off plan. Why? Because again, I have options. It's not like I need just the income from my job. I'm getting additional income that I can earn while I'm not at my job. So yeah, I'll be living on, getting my time to do things I want to do, as I said, all because of this whole business here. So that's just another way to look at it, a practical way. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Real thing.
that's beautiful. Having options. Okay, so make we go to the
Next
last
question.
question.
Mhm.
Make we wrap it up with this last question.
Yeah,
My
we're
last
1 hour 15 minutes in.
Yes.
All right. Next question is Christina. Go.
I got me wonder where last question then.
It look like one answer all of them.
I could answer all of them.
Because we
Let's
did what
see.
freedom look for you, like for you, and then a change in
We
situation,
pretty much talk about that.
and then change your environment circle for 2026. We talk about that. Okay. So we
Yeah,
wrapped it up.
basically did
We wrapped
most
it
of
up.
it.
Yeah, we'll be back again, you know. We were always talking
For
about,
sure, for sure.
yeah, and I was thinking, I'm wondering if we can, when we're doing our lives, if we can have people join, our viewers, if somebody want to join. I'm just throwing it out there to you guys, Christina and Davian. When I say you guys,
I
if
think
you
them allow that on where have I
Instagram,
seen them do that? Instagram, and I see it on TikTok too. TikTok Live.
also we
I'll,
can do it on the stream yard.
I'll host the
No,
next
you
Instagram
can.
one if y'all want.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I forgot, so we can just do the live straight on Instagram and
Yeah.
but we talk about it offline because I forgot say Christina.
Yeah,
Me see oh it, yeah.
We're still streaming.
Yeah, with the platform. But yeah, that's just an idea because we want to interact with people who are watching us, you know. We know
for
some
sure.
people are watching us, and we want to hear from you. Me and I love to have people on where we can hear from Uno. Well, what is it that is holding you back from actually
Yeah.
diving into this business?
Or
'Cause
even any questions that they have, that too.
yeah, any
Yeah,
questions about the business? We not hide nothing, you know. We're willing for answer any question, and if we can't
Yep.
answer, we will make you know same way.
straight,
Not.
Yeah.
straight. And
So
I don't think
I
I said
think
it, but oh yeah,
mhm.
you said it already. I was gonna say happy belated Thanksgiving, but I remember you said it in the beginning. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope,
we're on to almost Christmas now.
yes, Christmas. We can actually relate to that more. The Thanksgiving. Mm.
eh,
Yeah. Yeah, Thanksgiving is the American
We are
is the
thankful
American
for the
thing.
day. Don't get us wrong, but we're more into it when we are cook with, you know, with this and with that, whatever. But I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it
Well,
is.
guys, I think as we wrap up, it's just really for you to decide how sick and tired are you? How uncomfortable are you um in the situation that you are at? And do you want to go into 2026 feeling that same way, feeling stuck, still struggling, still fighting with the paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth living? It's just for you to make that decision. Are you ready to do something different? Are you ready to take a chance on yourself, right? Are you ready to bet on yourself and win? You understand? Um, that is really the question for you to reflect on. Is even if, as you go out, as we end the live and go out, reflect on that for the month of December. Are you comfortable where you are in the situation that you are currently in, and do you want to spend another year right there where you are now? Or do you want a change? Do you want something new? Do you want to experience what we're telling you about? Right? And it's not just even our experience, guys. If we're supposed to share some stories of some other people and the things that we've seen and the transformation that we've seen taking place in these people's lives over time, over the time period that I'm here. Me and Davian just there 1 year, but Jody would have been here 3 years. And if she's supposed to go through and tell you some of the things that she has seen over her 3 year period
the
of
live
being in
wouldn't
this
done till
opportunity.
next year.
Listen, the transformation, not just in Jamaicans, not just in Caribbean people, but people all over the world. Africans are in here, Indians, people from Vietnam, Philippines, the Canadians, all kind of people. Australia, you name it, all different kind of places. And the stories that they've been through and how they fight to do this business and what to do for them now, how much house they own. Some of them gone in all real estate and all different kind of businesses, right? They use this business to fuel other dreams that they have. Guys, don't
Hmm.
sit down on something like this.
Yeah. Don't limit yourself. What did I go say? Oh God. Think. A lot of us are not thinking big enough. We not think we're capable of certain
Yeah,
things.
doubt.
In the Bible, Jesus said, "Greater things we are gonna do. You know, we are gonna do greater things," and it didn't mean it. It all has to do with your mind. What what
Mm-hmm.
what do you think you're capable of doing, of achieving? If you cannot envision it in your mind, if whatever it is that you can think of, it is possible. If you can't think of it or picture it in your mind, you can do it. You can
Yep.
do it. Once you picture it and you make the move, it will just fall into play. Before I started this business and I came in and I saw the opportunity, I did see myself down the road. I celebrate in this business. I mean, even know where the image that come from in my head. I don't know how it flying there. But when I see it, I say, that never come in my head just so for nothing. It's like a snapshot I was seeing of what I was going to achieve in this business. And someone will have some image and some thoughts were coming out with it. It not happen by chance. Anything that comes into your mind of if it's a form of elevation, a form of success and achievement, God put it in there. He must say, this is what
Especially if it keeps repeating.
exactly. That is him trying to talk to you, to tell you, my child, this is what you're capable of, you know. Him cannot come down, or I'm not gonna say come down, cause in a heaven, in the right ear, so closer than your vein, your vein in your neck, in the right ear, so him move through your body, him move through action, him put the thought in your mind, so you need to take action. If you envision yourself in a better situation, that is all you need to know that yes, there is better ahead for you. Opportunities are always coming, always there. This is one of them. All you need to do is take action. You need to participate in the universe, in the we gotta tell you to do. What is it that you want? This is what you want? All right. Make the move and we line up everything straight for you. That is it. That is it. Don't wait for no Superman to come and save you. You are the Superman.
Hey, none of that are you.
You are the superwoman. And you are gonna save your life. Don't look for nobody outside to save your life. You are the one who is going to save your life. God give you everything what you need already. It is already done. You just need to walk in alignment. And you're good to go. So now make 2026 catch you and you're in at the same boat. Come out of the boat and walk on the water. You can do that. We are walking on the water right now. Trey, we are walking on the water. Come walk on the water with me.
But my closing remarks are: people always, pray and wish for certain things or changes to happen. But then when the situation or the opportunity comes around, they don't take no action. Like we have hear all these stories about, I mean, those childhood story about whoever it was that was seeking help and they eventually died and went to heaven, and then gotta ask them why they never whatever. I forgot how the whole story, whatever I said, but then God was saying, so why never did that? I mean, he's saying he sent all these things to help you, but you never really take none of them or whatever the case is.
The person was them did dip on the old stuff, or them did a drone.
No, you have different variations of it. I just know one. That's one person, and then I ask the hell, oh, God will provide. When really and truly every person that came by, everything that came, it was God sending something or whatever it was.
Yes.
And
in a supernatural sense.
Yes. And so like they said, the universe is always talking to us somehow or in some way or whatever not. And when we don't listen, it screams loud or whatever. Just saying, like this is something that I'm sure you have seen. We have all seen opportunities. We have all seen the stories. We have seen the results. Maybe it's just your time to actually give this thing a try to see if it works for you. I'm not saying this is for everyone. I will work for every person the exact same way, but you never know, until you at least try something. Like as they always say, nothing changes, nothing ever will change. So a new year is coming, as I said, brand new leaf. However you want to look at it, brand new page in your book. This is your time. Like there is never a better time in the year. I mean, as much as I'm saying, January 1st is going to be it's just another day, but really and truly, there's no other date in the year where you can look on as, okay, it's time for me to make some sort of change or do something different to see what can happen for this calendar year. So, or the flip side of it, where November 28th, before you can say, before the year done, You're
Yep.
too late before the year finish. Let me do something before the year are done. However it is that you want to look at this thing, the ball is in your court. The most important thing to do is to take a step. Try something, start something, however you want to look at it. And I'm just saying, with that said, 2026, for all of us who have taken the step, we're gonna be one step closer to wherever it is that we want to go and get there. Don't just stay with Spider, because the more you stay with Spider, it's going to look like the further along we are, and the further, the harder it is gonna to get to us and whatever something. But just try, just take a step, and yeah, that's it. Happy 2026 when it comes.
Yep.
That's it.
Then,
That's my
Good
thing.
one.
then,
And then just to piggyback on a point that you made, Davian, that you keep seeing us, you keep seeing the opportunity, you keep getting that tug, to do something, to take us a step. So if you not take the step in a timely manner, eventually God will just stop tugging. Eventually the opportunity is gonna pass and you're never gonna get a hold of it. Because if he keeps knocking, and you just decide to now open the door, you just go to somebody else. It will pass you by. You understand? So don't sit there and just be like that man we him talk about in the story, right? And go up to heaven and then I ask God, what make you never help after God have been sending you help time and time and time again, and you just overlook it. Understand?
Mhm.
Take action. Take
yeah,
action, as him say.
That's it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure. We are always happy to come on and talk about life and this business and how it can help you, right? See the bigger picture for what it really is, which is taking the leap of faith to change your circumstances. Nothing doesn't change unless you change. Change your position, right? And we want to help you to change your position because we did, and it's working for us, and it's working for every single person that is in here. We now come here and shame with family tree and I tell people to do something that is not legitimate. We would never do that because we have plenty of sense, and so are does my fellow co-hosts. We want to share, we are sharing this opportunity with you.
Yeah.
Whether you do it or not, we are in here and we are still benefiting. So don't worry about we. Think about yourself. Think about
Mhm.
your tomorrow, or you can benefit from this. Don't in the long run. Where do you see yourself in a year? So much things can happen in a year. So much things
True.
can happen in 1 month. I'm telling you, right? So change your position. Change your position for 2026. Use it as a marker to elevate yourself, right? We will
Mhm.
be back before 2026. We will be back to do a few more lives. But think of where you need to be, where you want to be for 2026. Okay?
that's it.
It was a pleasure. I think that's it.
Yep.
Ladies and
That's pretty
gentlemen,
much it.
yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy your Friday night and
Bless
your
upon
weekend.
yourself.
We'll talk again soon.
Happy
Oh,
All the
November.
time. All the time.
so if anybody is watching, if you're watching Davian and Christina or myself on this live, and you want to get some information on how to start or information in general, reach out to us, send us a message on any of
Yeah.
our platforms, and then we will actually reach out, respond, and send you the information. We have a conversation or we talk, we send you the information, and we can take it from there. If you're not interested, that's okay. At least you do yourself the due diligence and check it out.
That's
All
it.
right? That's it. All right. Bless up
That's it,
yourself.
guys.
Everybody.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Good night.
Night.
Bye.